Be still and know that I am God. Be still and know that I am that I am. Be still and know that I am God. A divine and holy presence moves in and through the connectiveness of hearts and minds, creating this singularity of highest service. For it comes deep in the well springs of the beingness that knows, understands, and comes now into the forefront of the multitude of the fractals of the one. And we say to you, beloveds, it is in this fractal that we speak to you. There is the pathway upon many, many worlds, of many choices, of many paths, of many expressions of the divine. But we say to you, the highest pathway is the ones who dedicate in the understanding in lifetime after lifetime, world after worlds, the higher path of the spiritual essence that they carry and have developed over the eons of time as you would perceive it in your world. Indeed, beloveds, we say to you that the frequency that you emanate as that deep-seated spirituality that is anchored so deeply in your beingness, that brings you into the pathways and the crossroads that you have experienced over many, many, many lives to bring you to this moment. We say to you, your coding and eminence moves throughout the cosmos in the deepest of cosmic waters. And so in this beautiful attention and intention in the striving of the unfoldment of the spiritual side of things, that indeed you have put that in the forefront of all the other things that you participate in, the multiplicity of the multifunctionality that you have and share. But for each and every one who hear these words, we say that you have always put the spiritual aspect of your beingness first. And as a result, it is your dominant frequency that moves throughout the cosmos. And it is this frequency that attracts to you and brings to you those of like frequency from a myriad of divine expressions of the one. And so you find that you as an individual, but you as a collective humanity, the myriad of loving support is all around. Because indeed, you attract those on the same frequency byway as yourself in the higher spiritual unfoldment, in the many divinity realms. And we say to you, beloveds, as you become aware of this, it is simply a call to your family of light. And it is the ones that come that understand you the best. For there's so many. And where you are will determine the ones that come closest to you to move you on your next steps forward, to assist you in any way. There is no lack of support and help. As you open a higher heart of compassion and unconditional love, as you hold onto its most powerful benevolent energy, geometries, codes, and colors, it permeates throughout all that is in many layers and vibrational densities. And indeed, we say to you, unbeknownst to you, you bring in those higher frequency, benevolent beloveds, because you have garnered their attention. And as you move forward fearlessly, moving forward into the deepest depths, listening to the depths of your soul, that says to you, it is your spiritual unfoldment that is most important to you. There are many other incarnations and souls that do follow things and are spiritual, but other things too, not necessarily putting the spiritual aspect in the forefront. But you do and always have. And so the pathway of higher service and the experience of that is unique to you and the Ami Shaddai, the family of light, on so many expressions, in so many realms, in so many dimensions and densities, and endless forms and creations. This is all that you are upon. And we say to you, beloveds, indeed, you hold the remnants, the understanding, and the memory of the Ancient of Days. To be here where you find yourself in your spiritual unfoldment and progression. We say this, beloveds, for the new normal for you as a multidimensional being, as a multifaceted being that can do many things at the same time to bring in and foster great light, compassion, and love to the planet. For you do it not by yourself. You do it as you open the gateway for the myriads of your family of light to come, help, and assist. For beloveds, you play the role of the ever-present divine, the movement of the divine. Some has known as the divine Shekinah, the divine Holy Spirit. And is it not the Holy Spirit that moves in through you? Is it not the vehicle of the Holy One, the divine Shekinah, that moves and creates? And we say to you, beloveds, in the family of light, indeed it is the movement of the divine presence that you hold through the divine Shekinah, the Holy Spirit, which is the movement of the divine. Indeed, you have that movement within you. You are divine sentient beings that move not only in physicality, but in consciousness and thoughts and emotions. Indeed, you are the prime vehicle for the spirit of the Shekinah to move through and to touch myriads and myriads of beings. And as you open up, move upon your spiritual pathway, your container for the movement of the divine Shekinah expands and moves in all directions and blesses and graces all things. See clearly now, beloveds, of the spirit of the Shekinah, the Holy Spirit, ever present, ever within, the divine feminine, ever within, the divine mother, ever within, the divine masculine, ever within, the seeding of many, many worlds. The movement, creation of birth and death, birth and death, creation and recreation, unfoldment, the in-breath, the out-breath, the movement of the spirit that moves through you, in you, and around you. As you have opened up your vessel to be more of that, to hold more of that, and to move it with your intentions and your thoughts, to move it with your emotions, with your bodies, bringing with you and animating the spirit of the divine. See clearly now. There is the white light that comes from the highest Azimuth worlds, that comes beyond the paradise worlds, the crystalline worlds, and the Shambhala worlds. See the white, pearlescent white of the Holy Spirit flowing in, coming into a resonant field that surrounds you. You are this light. You are the movement of this light, like clouds in the sky. And you now hold this light to spread it throughout the world. And as you would see great white wings of a celestial dove, whose wingspan covers the entire world, so too you can move this spirit of the Shekinah Holy Spirit around the world. And in this high frequency of the light that you are able to hold, distribute and circulate. You come into your roles as the great Elohims, the great healers, and those that bring balance, glory, and praise. And so you see clearly in your spiritual eye the movement of your own consciousness in thoughts, intentions, and in pictures. The movement of this white pearlescent energy. From the Holy of Holies, the highest of highest, coming in through you individually and as a collective, with the myriad of radiant ones holding this frequency of illumined radiant light and circulating it around the world. moving it into the highest peaks of mountains and into the valleys, moving it in the tropicals and in the frigids, North Pole, South Pole, the middle and the equator, all continents, all islands, above the water and beneath the water, upon the earth and in the earth, moving it out throughout her in-breath and out, moving it through her atmosphere, ionosphere, moving it throughout her elements, moving into the bowels of her being, into the great crystalline core and the cavities that she holds of so much life, moving in through all crevices, all parts within her body in all dimensions of her expression, throughout the great fungi kingdom, the plant and root kingdom, all the kingdoms that have life upon her. And as you see a seedling grow and develop, so too is the movement of this divine grace, this divine healing, balancing, rejuvenating, and purifying Spirit of God from the source through the movement of the divine Shekinah, the divine Holy Spirit, walking through her children of the earth, the sacred containers of her presence and movement. It is indeed through you she works most profoundly and most effectively. Seeing the pictures and creating the pictures in your mind as how you would see and create a world governed by love unconditionally, governed by balance and peace, wholeness, joy, bliss. How would you see it created and using the power of the divine presence that moves within you? Seeing this pearlescent, white, radiant light completely consuming the sacred earth mother, Gaia, known by many names, enveloping, integrating, fusing all consciousness upon the earth, all consciousness upon the earth. And as the firstborn and the elder, you hold this container, seeing the highest thought creation of the Christed timeline manifesting for the sacred earth and all of her life. As the children of earth, the children of light take their positions in their positions of the great Elohims as the divine co-creators, bringing in the divine codings for the manifestation that you would create as the children of light upon the earth, as what you would see for her, using the movement of the divine presence. See clearly the pictures in your mind as divine co-creators of what it is you would see upon the earth and all of her life. Is it indeed one of the Shambhala worlds, a world of peace, where all beings are sovereign, independent, and work together in harmony, yet diverse in all manners? How do you see it in your spiritual eye? What pictures are you manifesting and creating now as you scan the earth? And as this divine presence, beloved, circulates through you, moving in and around your body systems, pumping and moving and circulating as a beating heart, moving the circulatory system, sparking and creating as the very neurons in your body, clearing passages and gateways, portals within your own chakra systems into higher illumined light and gateways of the divine. How do you move it through your own physical, mental, and emotional bodies? What divine direction? And as you take a moment to focus on your individual physical, mental, and emotional body as it moves throughout the earth, the Holy Spirit within you in its frequency of balance and healing, purification, and oneness. How would you move it through your very DNA into your ancestry and descendants to come? How do you focus and move this power of love and light through you, your family, your community, your country, your world? How do you move it in all aspects of your earth mother? And how do you move it now beyond the earth? How do you move it throughout the asteroid belt? Indeed, a wound where the presence of God now moves into the past, present, and future of that reality bite, moving throughout the celestial bodies that move around the local loci of Helios Vesta and the great sons of Alcyone and all the great suns and the celestial bodies related to those suns that circle and move around the great galactic mother. How do you move the presence of the divine? O great creator ones. And as deep as this experience is, we know that we must return. But we remember, intend to remember the experience, the power of the presence of the Holy Spirit, the information shared, and the knowledge received. And so we begin to become aware that we are to return fully and totally into our physical, mental, and emotional bodies. So we are tethered into the higher celestial realms with the presence of the divine. It is something that we are a part of, and it's part of us. We hold the vision one more time for our Earth Mother as her guardians, her visionaries in co-creation. Hold the energy, remember the energy as we intend to draw in our electromagnetic field as the divine anchoring of the Holy Presence begins to retrieve in its potency. As all the radiant ones who have held this sacred space begins to draw in their electromagnetic field, so we become less entangled, more focused, concentrated into the attention and intention to be back fully balanced in our physical bodies. So we prepare ourselves that on the count of 3, we will intend to be fully back, awake, and alert. 1, 2, take a very deep breath in, and 3, we are back, awake, alert, and we are very grounded and anchored to the earth.